Murray v. Ministry of Defense is a landmark authority that resolved the long-standing uncertainty in the tort of false imprisonment. It confirmed that false imprisonment is actionable per se, without proof of damage, and that the claimant's lack of awareness goes only to the measure of damages, not the existence of the tort. A person who is unaware of their imprisonment and suffers no harm can normally expect only nominal damages. This principle has been consistently affirmed in subsequent cases. Hello and welcome to Landmark Case Laws Simplified. Buckle up as we explore the fascinating world of Murray v. Ministry of Defense together. The plaintiff, Mrs. Margaret Murray, lived in Belfast and was suspected by the Army of involvement in collecting funds for the IRA. At 7 a.m., a female corporal and several armed soldiers arrived at her house with instructions to arrest her under Section 14 of the Northern Ireland Emergency Provisions, Act 1978. Upon entering, the soldiers assembled all the occupants into one room while the plaintiff was asked to get dressed. The corporal remained with her upstairs during this time. The plaintiff was not told she was under arrest until 7:30 a.m., just before they left the house. She was then taken to an army screening center, where she was detained, subjected to a pat search, and questioned. She was released at 9:45 a.m. Mrs. Murray brought a claim for false imprisonment, arguing that the 30-minute period before the formal words of arrest were spoken was unlawful. The House of Lords, in a judgment delivered by Lord Griffiths, established two critical principles in the tort of false imprisonment. 1. Arrest occurs by restraint. Not formality. An arrest is not defined by the speaking of formal words. It occurs when there is physical restraint or conduct that makes it clear the person is not free to leave. The plaintiff was under arrest from 7 a.m., as the soldiers' conduct would have made any reasonable person believe they were not free to go. 2. Knowledge of imprisonment is not required. The House of Lords definitively held that a claimant does not need to be aware of the restraint at the time it occurs for the tort of false imprisonment to be actionable. The court explicitly overruled the old principle from Herring v. Boyle, 1834. Lord Griffiths stated, "The law attaches supreme importance to the liberty of the individual, and if he suffers a wrongful interference with that liberty it should remain actionable even without proof of special damage." Thanks for watching. Your support makes all the difference.